Hi there guys, it's Joel here from Aussie Chart Trends. Today's market update is for the week ending Friday the 16th of November 2012. Coming to you from Hanoi in Vietnam. I'm just over here doing a little bit of work at the moment. So guys, today's update is proudly brought to you by the guys over at tradingforbonds.com.au, and you'll find a really good read here guys. It's a really good website. They've got some really good education there on the options, and you can sign up for 7 steps to trade like a blonde, and you'll find that it will be really good. Guys, also feel free to pop past my website over at aussiecharttrends.com.au. I have a forum there, and feel free to go past the forum. Also feel free to put in your name and your email address there for my newsletter updates. So guys, let's get into the update, but before we do that, as per usual, I've just got to remind everyone that aussiecharttrends.com.au and this video are for educational purposes only. Nothing stated at the site or in this video is intended to be used as any form of investment advice. I'm not a licensed professional. You need to make your own decisions regarding your investments. I'm just here to help anyone searching for a practical direction in today's markets. Okay guys, so let's take a look at the smp500 firstly. On the hourly chart here, which means that every candlestick here represents 1 hour of trade, we can see here with the S&P, last Thursday's video, when we broke down from this neckline, I was warning that we would have a sell-off. How did we know that we would get this sell-off? Well, what we did is we measured the depth of this head and shoulders topping formation with our left shoulder over here, our head, and our right shoulder. Now, when we broke this red level here of support around that 1405 area, we were fairly much certain that we were going to get the breakdown. After this market broke down with a little back test, we then seen that selling pressure take place. And as you can see, by measuring the depth of the head and adding that onto where the market broke down, you can see that the S&P has a target of around the 1337 area. Now, this week I haven't been able to do the video updates, but I have been able to do updates via my website. And you'd know that we've had a few lines drawn on the chart. There's a few new ones. We've got this descending channel defined by these 2 orange lines. And then in last night's trade, as you can see, we broke down, and now we're experiencing another similar smaller channel with much more power to the downside. So just keep in mind, we still have a minimum expected target of the 1337 area, and we could see a rather large sell-off still if this area was to break down to around that 1300 area. So guys, that's the S&P 500. Let's take a look at the asx200, and let's see what's going on there. I do apologise for the noise in the background. I am in a cafe with a good internet connection here, so I'm sorry if you can hear some music there in the background. But firstly, guys, this is the hourly chart here of the asx200. Each candlestick here represents 1 hour of trade. And this week, you know, we've been viewing our little head and shoulders topping formation with our left shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder. Now, you can see that we had a really wonky looking right shoulder. We got back over this neckline just temporarily, and then the markets broke down swiftly to the downside. Now, in yesterday's update, I was saying that we could be looking at a little descending bullish wedge pattern. Now, guys, if we do get any steam out of this wedge, I would say that we'd probably just get a back test on this red area here. And I'd say that the asx200 will probably have a really tough time getting over this area, and that the markets still have a little bit left to go down. But guys, as I stated earlier on the website this week, we may be looking at a channel. But with the data that we do have, it's looking fairly clear that this is a descending bullish wedge pattern. So it will be interesting to see what happens in the coming week with this wedge pattern. Alright guys, that's fairly much it for today. Thanks very much for watching, and if you guys aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel, just feel free to click the subscribe button, and feel free to sign up to that newsletter. And I'll be back on Monday for a fresh daily market update, and I'll see you guys then.